Now recognize the gentleman from New York, Mr. Higgins, for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Firstly, I just want to address the issue of energy independence. You know, the United States in the previous 4 years of the past administration was importing about 22 million barrels of Russian crude oil every single month and other petroleum products. And if we're really serious about energy independence, the Build Back Better program should be advanced so that we can make a transition, a real transition to electric vehicles. Today, in the world, there are 211 battery manufacturing plants. 156 of them are in China. 12 of them are in the United States. And we are engaged in a military activity in Eastern Europe right now, primarily because of oil and natural gas. 65% of all the natural gas that goes into Germany comes from Russia. 40% of all the natural gas that goes to each of the European Union countries comes from Russia. If that is not an urgent reminder of the need to become energy independent, the last 20 years in 3 Middle East wars and spending $6 trillion is. With respect to this budget, the American economy today is about $25 trillion. The billionaire's minimum tax, I presume, is a response to this whole concept of buy, borrow, and die. In other words, very wealthy people buy an asset, they build an asset, they borrow against the asset, and they never sell the asset, and therefore they don't pay taxes on it. Jeff Bezos from Amazon, for example, is worth $200 billion. He pays himself a salary of about $81,000 a year and pays very little taxes. So I presume that the billionaire's minimum tax is intended to address that, recognizing the fact that it's perfectly legal, but I presume that that's the purpose?
Yeah, I remind people when regular people need a loan, you use your income to show the bank what you can borrow and pay back. The income, the investment income that we're taxing here often, as you pointed out, is never paid. Taxes are never paid on it. They're deferred. But they also get a lot of benefits from carrying that investment income, including getting to use that as leverage for loans. It is treated like income for many actions that regular people only have work income to do with, including making extraordinary loans against their investment income. So we believe we have to find a way to deal with this disparity of people who go to work every day. They're paying a higher tax rate on their work income. We have to find an equivalent way to deal with those who pay no income on taxes. They are supposed to at some point, but often defer.
Yeah. Well, interestingly enough, you know, Jeff Bezos in 2011 was only worth $18 billion, and he qualified for the child tax credit. The previous administration had average economic growth each year of 2.5%. This is pre-pandemic, and then the economy went deeply into recession for a short period of time. Last year, the first year of the Biden administration, economic growth was 5.7%, and it's projected to be 3.6% for 2022. Is that accurate?
That is accurate.
Okay. And you also, you know, have a situation where in the Build Back Better program, although that's not part of this budget, it's really an investment in American families because every single day, 10,000 kids are born in America. Every single day, 10,000 people in America turn 65, and we really don't have an American family policy. And the intent is really just to make our own people that much more economically independent, self-sufficient, and productive through adulthood. And you know, all these concerns that I've heard in published reports about, you know, inflation, yes, that's a concern. We've had 24 months of a highly distorted economy. It is going to take time to recover, and we are, in fact, recovering. But the American economy will produce $300 trillion in stuff in the next 10 years. That's goods and services. Spending, investing, less than 1% of that in American families and the productivity of the American economy is not inflationary. In fact, it's an investment in future growth that can be, inflation can be handled. But thank you very much.
Thank you.